Alright, y'all, welcome back to another one. Today we about to be reacting to Jubilee. We got the strangest ranked himself from Richest to Poorest. Before we get to the video, make sure you hit the note and subscribe. Let's go ahead and check this out.
My name's Scott. I'm 30 years old and I work for a utility company.
I'm Elena. I am 28 years old and I'm a doctoral student in the occupational therapy program at USC.
I'm Hillary. I'm 22 and I am a nanny.
I'm Jenny. I run a design agency and I'm 29 years old.
I'm Dominic Andre. I'm 28 years old and I'm a content creator.
I heard content creator. I think I made another assumption that he's just doing it for fun.
Okay, one of these people has millions in the bank and I just don't know who it is.
How do you guys like to spend time?
Roller skating, just hanging out with friends.
I like building things. I've had like animals, like reptiles and things in the past. I build cages, helping my friends redo their whole deck. Like, it's what I do for fun.
What about you?
I honestly just hang out with my friends and I moved to LA in May. I've spent money on like Universal, tickets and stuff like that.
I don't really do that much crazy stuff or anything. I haven't traveled in 15 years.
Anytime I have free time, I'll pick up a plane ticket, go somewhere. As soon as I turned 17, it was just one travel after another. It's just that's so literally my #1 passion.
I genuinely just thought that she had money. This girl's well off just by her vibes.
Based on what you're wearing doesn't necessarily tell you how much someone's worth. Even what I'm wearing, this is probably put together for less than $100.
So I started to do a bachelor's in philosophy and political science, and then after that I transferred to do a master's in international relations with a focus on Middle Eastern conflict. And then I worked as a mental health therapist trainee. Basically we have to do 3,000 hours almost free, and then COVID hit on March 16th. That's when I transitioned to do full-time social media, and then I started to try and just do that, focus that as my full career.
That's quite the background.
Just means a lot of debt. That's $382,000 in student debt.
Oh my gosh, wow.
So I've been doing nannying and babysitting off and on for 5 years maybe. And then I spontaneously moved here in May. My new job is a production/personal assistant for a celebrity makeup artist. So I just accepted a new job, but I'm still working my nanny jobs.
I just finished my master's degree, got that diploma in the mail. I was so happy. And now I'm in the doctoral program. So it's a clinical doctorate, just 1 more year. Thankfully, what kept me afloat was I got a pretty good scholarship from USC. And then I'm in the military part-time, so that's another source of income.
So I went to specifically a school for exotic animal training and management.
No wonder why you're building cages for animals. Build one for mine, I have a snake.
There you go. I work for a utility company. I'm a meter reader. With the animal field, they're not very solid jobs. I was even in the entertainment industry with animals for a while, and it's very much a feast or famine. I enjoy the stability of a government job.
I did my dual master's degree in international business, and I did that at Purdue and a business school in France. And then started my company about almost 5.5 years ago.
Wait, what company is it? Sorry.
Software design.
Wow.
She had a successful business for over 5 years. She went to school in France. I thought that she had quite a good setup for herself. Dominic, you mentioned you have a lot of debt, so maybe you don't have a lot of money, so I'm gonna go with you as #1. 5, you are still in school. I think with the scholarship, they probably give you enough money to get by, but not a whole lot, so you're gonna be #4. Hillary, #3. I'm gonna put myself, Scott, at #2, and then Jenny, I'm gonna put you at...
Ooh. Let me see. So we gonna go. I was saying, but it's between her and between him for #1. I'm trying to see. If I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we about to do.
#1.
Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to say Dominic 5 as well. #4, I'm going to put myself. #3, I would say Scott. And then #2, I would say Hillary. Things are changing, but you kind of...
she did say freaking, the thing that's throwing me off, she's saying nanny, but she talking about some makeup stuff for freaking celebrities. So she could move.
I'm a little bit well connected with like working with one family maybe and then getting to work with a celebrity artist, but I'm just assuming. And then one I'm gonna put Jenny because you own a company and then you talked about just being able to like on your free time buy a plane ticket and fly.
I'm gonna go with myself for 5, Dominic for 4, Scott, number 3, number 2, Elena, and then number 1, I'm gonna go with Jenny.
I like the number 1 spot. I am gonna start with Hillary for 5, just because you were nannying and just switched jobs. 4, I'm gonna say Elena. 3, I'll say Scott. And I think you're kind of like the wild card, yeah. And then, and I guess I'll put myself in number 1. I actually initially thought Dominic would be the first place, just because I know that content creators, if you're big, like you can make a lot of money.
I'm gonna say number 5. You said you were in the military? And are you doing reserves? With all that schooling, you probably went to do reserves, so they paid for your school, which means you probably didn't have as much money. So I'd put you number 5 and then number 4. You have a good government job. So I'm gonna say number 3. And then I'll put you at number 1 and then me at number 2. In my head, I was like, well, I don't want to be first, especially if I'm wrong, because I know that I was like, that it's not gonna be like absurd if she has just like millions in the bank.
In number 5, we have Elena with $2,000 in the bank.
My parents had me when they were really young. My mom was 16 and my dad was 18, and so they did not save up for me to be able to go to schools. I had to grind really hard so that I could earn scholarships, and even to this day, like the scholarships help, but I'm still going into like 6 figures in debt.
In spot number 4, we have Hillary with $7,000 in the bank. In spot number 3, we have Scott with $215,000 in the bank.
See, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of savings.
To me, $2,000 is a good amount. Like I feel
Girl,
good.
same. Girl,
And then I hear that and I'm like, oh shoot, like we poor.
I know.
In spot number 2, we have Jenny with approximately
Oh shit! Wild card.
$30,000 in the bank.
Nice.
And in spot number 1, we have Dominic with $600,000 in the bank.
All right.
Dominic pulled us.
Dinner's on Dominic.
He tried it.
I said this one win. Let's do a freaking debt thing, I'll throw you off.
This year, I made all my money, starting in January. Snapchat had like a thing where they were like, okay, top videos get paid a lot, and I won $1 million last month, or 3 months ago. My latest video I just did was like, I took a fake ID of The Rock.
I saw that on TikTok.
I didn't see it.
Dominic threw me off a whole lot. I'm not super into social media. I stopped at Facebook. So when he said he was a social whatever, I didn't mean much to me. That's why I put him at the bottom.
It could be family money, it can be lottery ticket, whatever it is. Like you never know.
We tried. Hey, close enough. I was close. But hey, make sure y'all like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.